Hey everyone, James Baek here. Welcome back to the Devil's Bow Spot ladder climb. Just some fun VGC 15 laddering, as it really is a nice throwback and it's really fun. I do enjoy the format. Of course, the world post Worlds 2015 metagame was pretty bad in my opinion, just because everyone was complaining about chalk, and yeah. Although I did like chalk, I didn't exactly have I didn't have a problem with it. But I hope you guys are enjoying this little back series. I think I'm going to be posting more of these because I do enjoy the format. Anyway, today's team will be using the same team as the last episode: the Gardevoir, Landis Variant, Amoonguss, Tyranitar, Heatran, and Thunders Incarnate. The same team that Scar brought to the World Championship in 2015 and got third place. Also, Worlds is in a couple of days, so I hope you guys are excited for that. And I'm sorry for all the spectators who paid money but aren't allowed in the venue. But anyway, let's get started. As our first opponent of the day, it will be a 1557 rated player from Mexico, and he is bringing the team of Whimsicott, Typhlosion, Charizard, Weavile, Heatran, and Conkeldurr. So interesting team. You would have to assume the Charizard is Y, because most likely this looks like a Sun team, a Sunny trying to sweep with the Typhlosion. Maybe fake Tears on the Whimsicott, which would be interesting. This team doesn't exactly have the best Sun matchup. Although if I give it a Conkeldurr, Tyranitar sweeps this game, so I do want to be careful of that. Also, Heatran does pretty well against my opponent's team if I get rid of the Conkeldurr. So getting rid of Conkeldurr is 100% the priority. I'm going to lead my Gardevoir and Landis here. And I think Heatran and Tyranitar in the back. Thunders doesn't look like it'll help much. I mean, Thunder Waves do look useful against my opponent's team, but I feel like I won't need Thunder Wave specifically, and all my other Pokemon look better in the matchup. Landis, Tyranitar definitely do work. Heatran does well. I could opt not to bring Gardevoir, but getting rid of that Conkeldurr is the biggest concern for me. So Gardevoir, it will do that job, even though it doesn't do well against fire types. It can still put in work. I also have the Trick Remote, so in case I do get rid of that Conkeldurr, I do have that option. So we'll see what my opponent leads, as Gardevoir and Landis will be my lead of choice. Get the Intimidate off. And we have some Rock Tombs and Rock Slides to threaten this. So he's going to lead the Whimsicott and Charizard here. Oh boy, I'm very scared of Fake Tears Heat Wave. Very scared, actually. As we trace Prankster, which doesn't exactly help our case, but I think the best... He should Fake Tears the Landers, or maybe Protect Tailwind. Actually, Protect Tailwind looks pretty safe from my opponent's part. I'm actually going to Trick Room here, and I actually go to Heatran, I feel like. Yeah, that seems like the best play. The play that would stop this would be Taunt, but I'm not assuming he's going to go for Taunt in case I am Scarf Landers, so we'll see what he goes for. If he does go for Taunt, good play by his part, but he would have left his Charizard open. I guess maybe a Protect Taunt would be fine for my opponent, as he's not going to Mega Evolve Charizard, it looks like. Yeah, he's just going to Protect. We'll see if he goes for that Taunt, or maybe just a Tailwind. He does go for the Tailwind, so that is nice, as even though Tailwind is up, we do have the Trick Room up, so even if Conkeldurr wants to come out, it is completely fine, as now I can actually go into my Landis once again, get the Intimidate off, and just keep going for Heat Waves. Yeah. If he wants to Encore me, that's fine. I go into my Landers. If he wants to Heat Wave, I have Assault Vest, so I'll be able to take at least one. And if he wants to bring out the Sun, I can always switch out to my Tyranitar the following turn. So this is looking pretty good for my situation, as he actually withdraws the Charizard into Conkeldurr most likely. Typhlosion actually comes out. And he is going to go for the Encore, as I am going to fire off the Heat Wave. And is that not Flash Fire Typhlosion? Interesting choice. You would assume Flash Fire on most Typhlosions, but this one's actually Blaze. That actually helps me because I can keep clicking Heat Wave, and I can just click Rock Slide right here. Yeah, he has nothing to resist Rock Slide Heat Waves, as he's actually Light Screen Whimsicott, which is really cool on my opponent's part, as a Heat Wave is going to come out. Typhlosion avoids it, but hitting the Whimsicott is very important because getting rid of the Encore Tailwind user is especially important in this matchup, as we're going to Rock Slide here, and should do a lot to Typhlosion. I think it will knock it out, maybe? Yeah, it does pick up the knockout, so Typhlosion goes down, and it's down to Charizard and Conkeldurr most likely. So we'll see what my opponent decides to bring out. It's actually Weavile. He didn't bring Conkeldurr, which is an interesting choice because Conkeldurr was his only big way, in my opinion, to deal with Tyranitar and Heatran. So maybe it's because he has a fighting move on Weavile, maybe Low Kick, or maybe Focus Blast on one of his Pokemon, but I think Conkeldurr was just so important. But we'll click Rock Slide, and we'll click Heat Wave no matter what. We get to break a Sash on Weavile, which is important, as Charizard's going to protect right here, as he actually has Ice Shard, so we'll just be able to knock out Landorus. It actually does pick up the knockout Landorus, which is okay for me, because I get a free switch into my Tyranitar under Trick him. He's actually Life Orb Weavile, so Heat Wave, if it does connect, will knock out the Weavile, but it won't. Actually, no, Light Screen was up. I don't think it would knock out. As Tailwind does peter out for my opponent, but I can go into my Tyranitar here and click Rock Slide, and as long as I hit one of my Rock Slides, I win the game. So Tyranitar comes out, I just fire off a Rock Slide, I fire off a Heat Wave. I don't think there's any way for my opponent to win, except double miss. Yeah, I would have to double miss. So that can definitely happen. I'm hoping it won't happen, because if he does set up the Sun, Heat Wave should 100% knock out the Weavile. So he is going to Mega Evolve Charizard, which is fine. I could have doubled out into my Gardevoir, but I feel like there's no point. Especially, I would be stalling on my own Trick Room turns, which would be pretty nasty. Especially if this Weavile has a Low Kick, or the Charizard maybe Focus Blast. Rock Slide, Weavile avoids the attack, but Charizard is the one I want to hit, and that should be good game. Because I do have Gardevoir plus Heatran, plus this Tyranitar still alive. So we'll see. It's a single target Heat Wave now under Light Screen, but it is under the Sun. Weavile has decent special defense, but it should not be able to take the single target Sun boosted Heat Wave, as Weavile does go down, and that would be good game to my opponent. So not bring Conkeldurr was an interesting option for my opponent, because I think if he got rid of Gardevoir, I think Conkeldurr could have just swept my team. So that was definitely an interesting play. But I hope you guys, well, this isn't the end of the episode, what am I saying? But if you guys are enjoying these series, please leave a like, share with your friends, and be sure to follow my Twitch channel, because I also do viewer battles in this format as well. So you can give that a follow. So anyway, we will be right back with our next battle. Alright, we have a 1701 ready to play from Japan as our second opponent of the day. Bring the team up. Ooh, interesting. Gardevoir, Gengar, Gastrodon, Landospherian, Arcanine, and Ferrothorn. So, two Mega possibilities, Gardevoir and Gengar. If that's a Mega Gengar, that would be scary to play against. It looks like Heatran plus Amoonguss will actually be doing something in this game. Thundurus could do something in this game, but I don't exactly like Thundurus' odds. Yeah, I don't like Thundurus' odds one bit. Landorus helps with Intimidate 100%. Does Tyranitar do something? It kind of helps against the Arcanine, but that's really it in my opinion. I think Gardevoir Landorus will be the lead of choice, and Heatran and Amoonguss in the back. If I get rid of either Gastrodon, or if I get rid of Ferrothorn, it leads the way for the other to win the game. If I get rid of Gastrodon, it looks like my Heatran will win. Well, obviously there's Landorus, but the rest of my team will help as well. But I have to get rid of one of those to let the other handle the other. So, if you guys know what I'm saying, I don't think you guys do. But he leads Landorus and Gengar here against my Gardevoir and my Landorus. We'll see if he's Choice Scarf potentially he could be Choice Scarf because his Intimidate went off first. Of course, it could be a Speed Tie there, but what if he's... Ooh, what if he's Banded Explosion? Trace is going to activate. We get the Intimidate. Either one would have been good. If we got Levitate, that would have been nice. But Intimidate helps against the Landers a lot. So I'm definitely going to fire off a Psychic into the Gengar. And I think maybe a Rock Slide. I could also U-turn. I'm expecting Mega Gengar at this rate. But what if he Sash? I think I'm going to Psychic Rock Tomb the Gengar slot. I'm not expecting Protect here. I'm definitely expecting a Sludge Bomb combined with a Rock Slide or Earthquake. No, if he's Mega, he wouldn't Earthquake. It looks like he's not Mega because he's not Mega Evolving, so that's interesting. Most likely Focus Sash then, as the Gardevoir is going to come out and Mega Evolve, as he does fire off a U-turn, so that's great into my Landers. So maybe he's going for a Will-O-Wisp Icy Wind into my Landers, predicting a Protect potentially, which would be fine. That'd be fine on my opponent's part if he does. As it looks like Gastrodon or Ferrothorn's coming in. Oh, Arcanine. So he didn't bring either Gastrodon or Ferrothorn, so that's really helpful for my team. As he does Intimidate twice. A Sludge Bomb's going to come out and do a good amount to my Gardevoir. As long as he doesn't poison, which he doesn't, we get the Rock Tomb off. And maybe I should have just Hyper Voiced here. His speed falls, but the Psychic does come out. And that will target the Gengar. And Gengar goes down. But I did weaken my Gardevoir, so that is potentially scary. As we'll see what my opponent... So U-turn... If he U-turned out turn 1, I think he is Scarf. Like, that should confirm Scarf, in my opinion. We'll see what he brings out, though. Probably Gastrodon, but it's actually Gardevoir instead. Ooh, so he didn't bring either of the Pokemon I was anticipating. My Landis does pretty well here. Amoonguss's role is pretty useless in this game. I do want to protect my Gardevoir, and I think I'm going to U-turn out. Yeah, I'm going to U-turn out, because U-turning out into my Heatran looks like my best play, as he is going to Mega Evolve with Gardevoir. I'm guessing he's going to go for a Hyper Voice here. But the question is, what does Arcanine go for? If it's bulky Arcanine, he should be slower than my Landers. If he's fast offensive Arcanine, I get the Intimidate off later for my Landers. And it looks like it is bulky. His U-turn is going to weaken his Gardevoir a bit. And I am going to go into Heatran now. Yeah, definitely going to go into... I could go into Amoonguss. But I do prefer Heatran's position here in the game right now. Heatran's going to come out. And he Flare Blitz into the Heatran, which gives me the Flash Fire, which is nice, and Hyper Voice is going to come out. So that is a weird Arcanine. Unless he's Adamant Band, which makes sense. But I'm 100% going for the Hyper Voice right here and the Heat Wave. A Heat Wave combined with my Landis' Earthquake in the back should be able to knock out both his Pokemon without... Except the Intimidate part from his own Landis, which he can switch into. But if he's locked into Flare Blitz, it's pretty good for my team. Especially since he can't switch in right now because of the Flash Fire he gave me. The Heat Wave will do so much damage. And he's actually going to withdraw the Arcanine, which is great for me. Except, what does his Gardevoir do? And it also depends on the speed. I am guessing he's faster than my Gardevoir. Yeah, he is. Goes for the Hyper Voice. Knocks out my Gardevoir, which is fine. As long as I land the Heat Wave off and get some good amount of damage, we will be in a nice spot here, as Heat Wave does connect with both Pokemon. Very fortunate, as Heat Wave is able to get rid of the Landers and also burn the Gardevoir. Wait, was that a crit on Landers? No, I don't think it was. I missed a text. I might have crit him. Although if he's Scarf, I don't know if it matters. But I am going to my Landis now 100%, as he does go out into his Arcanine right here. And I'm 100% going into Landers. We are probably going to be training off Intimidates, which is fine, but my play here is, if he wants to win, he has to lock himself into close combat. Unless he's Hidden Power Ground or Focus Blast Gardevoir, but I am 100% going for the U-turn. into the Arcanine and protecting my Heatran. U-turning going on to Amoonguss. Amoonguss isn't necessary in this game, so I am fine sacking it off here. And if I get an Earth Power into the Arcanine, it will be game over. But he actually just forfeits, and yeah, I don't think he had much of a way to win. Especially if he was banded Arcanine. He had his Gardevoir was down to timer, but it didn't matter. I don't think the burn mattered because he was definitely an Earthquake range after I got my Landorus in at neutral. But yeah, I don't think he could have done much because he had to lock himself into a move to win the game. And if he locked himself into close combat, he couldn't beat my Landorus. And if he locked himself into Flare Blitz, he auto lost to Heatran. So either way, I think my opponent lost the game. I don't agree with that switch into the Landorus because yes, I guess you do have to hope that Landorus loses the E-Wave. But if you take that risk, you basically 100% lose the game. So I hope you guys enjoyed the series. Well, not the series, but today's episode. But I hope you guys are enjoying the series. How about that? And yeah, follow me on my social medias, Twitter, Twitch. The World Championship is coming up. I think it's in 2 days. Well, when this video goes up, it should be in 2 days. But I am stoked. I hope to meet a lot of you guys there because I will be there. And I hope you guys will come up to me, say hi, and I don't know, take some pics and stuff. I don't know what you guys want to do. There's so many people at last year's Worlds who really just gave me some kind words. So really looking forward to meeting a lot of new players this year since this is a bigger invite tournament. But anyway, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you guys in another one.